I am Galbraith Studebaker, a strong woman who has overcome obstacles and moved gravel from mountains, Nell Carter, Oprah, and Queen Latifah to this throne.
How can we have understanding in the land when there's none in a woman, and there's none in a man? Almost let those old fears carry over and get in our way. Every struggle makes our love get stronger than it was yesterday.
Welcome again to another successful series of Get to Know Me. We are here with Rosemarie Wilson. Some of you may know her as One Single Rose. We have this backstage as the backdrop at Manila Bay, and I hope you enjoy this Get to Know Me series. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Markus?
Good, good. So how's everything?
Things go well. It's a little chilly outside, but that's to be here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm used to it. But other than that, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, great. Hopefully this is another good series and I can get a lot to follow me and maybe look me up for this.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a poet, singer, author, actress, host, playwright. I've been writing poetry since I was in like the second grade. Took it seriously about 10 years ago. Wrote my first collection, One Single Rose Poetry Blossom from a Rose Core, a few years ago. 2 years ago, I dropped my second collection, and now I'm working on my next, which will be released in March of 2014.
Okay. So that's a well-accomplished moment there.
It's an amazing journey that my poems are taking me on, and I'm just following them as they lead.
Okay. Well, tell me, who is One Single Rose?
One Single Rose is what I just said, the poet, author, singer, actress. I write under that pseudonym, which is a name that one of my girlfriends gave me when I edited a book for her. And One Single Rose basically speaks as to my struggle. I've been taking care of myself since I was 16 years old. It doesn't necessarily speak to a relationship status, but it's about a woman out here handling her own, trying to be positive and inspirational. So that's the journey of One Single Rose.
Okay. Sounds very interesting there. So how did you get into poetry, singing, and acting?
Well, I've been singing ever since I could make sound, so I've been told. I started writing poetry in the second grade when I won my first poetry contest, and I've always had a love for words and reading and books. When I go shopping with my mom, I wouldn't go for toys. I go straight to the books. So poetry, song, reading, that's always been a part of me. But I've always liked to play on words and make the metaphors and the similes and try and make some rhyme. And I've just always loved poetry.
Well, I've seen you at a few shows, and you even came to my show back in the summer.
Yes.
And for an 8-up production show, that was a good birthday.
Yeah, that was awesome. That That backyard was rocking.
I had that many people until afterwards.
Man, did you get an official count?
No.
Okay.
No, I just happened to be looking around and just seeing the people.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
So, what do you have planned for tonight?
For tonight here at Manila Bay Cafe in the spotlight, we have Soul True Garrett. She's our feature. We have open mic poetry here every first and third Friday. That's 4731 Grand River here in Detroit, Michigan. We have poets, artists. You see the art on the wall. All the art here is for sale. We have singers, comedians. Basically, if you want to vent about your day and you want to tell somebody about it on stage, you can come here and we're your ear to listen.
Very interesting. I've been here a few times as well.
Yeah, we're glad you're here today.
Yes. What have been some of the hurdles that you've had to overcome to become who you are now?
I had to overcome myself because I would tell myself I can't do something. And when you tell yourself you can't, you won't, or you don't, it kind of limits your movement, it restricts you. So my main hurdle was me. So once I shed all my fears and let go of my shyness and I told myself I can, then I do. So I try to wipe can out of my vocabulary.
Very interesting.
It keeps me busy.
Yeah, can't and never.
Yes.
You have to get rid of those.
Yes, because you never know what you'll do.
Right. Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So where or who do you get your inspiration for your poetry?
Life, love, and laughter. Everyday events. I watch the news a lot. My personal life, things that I've experienced, things I've seen my friends go through, it's basically drawn from everyday things that you see, hear, feel out here in the streets. It's all real.
And that's how you get most of your unexpected inspiration from.
Yes.
I think I read somewhere online that you have your iPad, your iPhone, your laptop all on. So when you wake up, that's the first thing you do instead of grabbing a cup of coffee?
I don't drink coffee, but when the inspiration hits me, I try to have one of those devices at my disposal so I can just get out what was given to me.
Okay. How did you get into hosting Manila Bay Cafe?
Stefan Clay, who was the previous host here, he asked me to be a co-host with him back when this was last year, and I think that started maybe about 6 months before we transitioned into the spotlight. So it was an honor. I had no idea that my poems would pave that path, but they said go, and I followed.
Yeah, I remember his last show here, and I think I videoed that event. So.
Yes.
So, what is it that you love about your native Detroit?
Man, everything. I love Detroit. I live, breathe, and do Detroit. I was born on March 13th, so 313 is all in me. I got the D tattoo right here on my arm. The creativity, the people, there's so much beauty here, but it gets overshadowed by what the media shows everybody. This is Detroit. Show you all the bad stuff. They don't show you the Detroit over here where you got your creative juices, you've got your artists, you've got your poets, you got your singers and your musicians. I mean, it's just a whole melting pot here of artists, and I love it.
It's good.
Yes.
I mean, I know a lot of people say that Detroit is bad, but if they've never been here, they don't know about it. So.
Yeah, because they're just seeing what the media tells them Detroit is, and you actually have to come here to experience Detroit.
Of all the stories that you have written in your poems, what was your favorite? And why?
Closing Argument is a piece that I wrote right after the Zimmerman verdict in the Trayvon Martin trial. And that whole week, Take Me to the King was in my head.
Okay.
And then I was given Closing Argument, so I just penned that piece, and that has become one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to bring it back out on January the 20th at the Detroit Historical Museum. There will be open mic poetry there for the first time on MLK Day.
And I will be
And
there as well.
you will be there as well, yes.
Yeah, I have to go in that building to see how it's going to be set up, so that way I can be prepared.
Yes.
I hope I don't have to bring everything I have here. So what do you think is the hardest thing about being a poet?
Finding your inspiration and not letting writer's block get to you. Sometimes we all reach that stumbling block where we might write about a piece, but it's not given to us. Sometimes we have to wait for that inspiration in order to pen the pieces as they are given, because if you force your pen, you won't really be able to deliver. So that's what I do. I just wait until it's given to me, and sometimes my pen's on fire, and other times it's just dead.
Right.
So.
What advice would you give to a new aspiring writer?
Just do it. Don't tell yourself you can't. Just do it.
So if you were to tell me to just, I would feel like the Nike commercial.
Exactly. Just do it. If that's what you want to do, do it. You want to write, keep a journal handy, or your, like the iPad, the iPhone, your tablet, keep it handy. Whatever it is that you use to write, keep it on you all the time, because inspiration may hit you at the most inopportune time. And if you're given that piece and you're not prepared to write it, then that's going to be a huge fail.
Right, unless you have a really good memory.
Exactly. And when you get up in the old age like me, the memory don't serve you too well.
Well, I'm not gonna say the old age. We're still young at heart.
Yeah, you're right. But them numbers be ching.
What's next up for Rosemarie Wilson?
On March 7th, I will be releasing 3 new babies, totally new babies, a CD. I've never recorded any of my songs or poems. I'm writing a children's book, and I will be introducing the characters for a play, a 10-minute piece that I did in Pittsburgh last year, but I'm going to expand it into a full-length play. So I'm going to be introducing the characters for that right here at Manila Bay on March the 7th. Okay. And it's my birthday, too.
Oh, March 13th is your birthday.
Yes.
Plus, we're going to have that show on your day.
It's a Wednesday.
Tell me all of the places that you've been that poetry has taken you.
Wow. Poetry has taken me to Grand Rapids, Lansing, Flint, St. Louis, Chicago, Amsterdam, Paris, Ghent, Belgium, Pittsburgh, Dallas. I'm scheduled to do Augusta in 2014 and Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. So it's just.
If you happen to go to Milwaukee, you might be able to catch up with Natasha's friend. What's her name?
Yamina.
Yamina McIntosh.
Yes.
That would be an interesting show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where can we find you? Online?
Online, I am on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram as One Single Rose. My website is www.onesinglerose.com, ONE-singlerose.com. There are links to all of my social networking on my website, where you can purchase my book, a few snippets of me performing. Just basically, you can check out a few pieces of me on onesinglerose.com.
And then you said Facebook?
Facebook, Twitter, Poets and Writers. They're all links on the first page. So
Facebook would be facebook.com/
One Single Rose.
And Twitter is?
One Single Rose.
And website is?
One Single Rose.
Sounds like we have everything with One Single Rose.
Yes.
Too bad we just don't have one rose right now.
Bam!
Look at that. What's your next event that you have scheduled coming up outside of tonight?
Outside of tonight,
like within
December 28th.
Okay.
Who shot Pookie? I know who shot Pookie, but y'all got to come out to the International Institute to find out.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it a guy or a girl that shot him?
It's a murder mystery.
Well, that's all I want to know. Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a guy or a girl.
Sounds interesting. We have to find out who shot Pookie.
It is. It's a very good production. You get dinner, you dress up, you might win a prize. It's going to be really fun.
Okay. Well, I thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you, Markus.
Oh, now you're starting to sound like Arthur Kitt. We won't go with what she said to Markus in Eddie Murphy's version.
No.
We won't go there. Well, we just had One Single Rose here with me in the Get to Know Me series. I hope to see some of you contacting me for your turn to get to know me. Thank you very much.